Good morning, everyone. Snowing here today. It's going to come down pretty hard later, so I shall get back and finish off my Christmas cards, etc. I've come on today to talk about bullying and scamming and thieving and violence. Some of you might know that a month ago or so, the store that my son manages, one of them, was burgled and he was badly beaten up. The lady in the store also was. I'm not going to dwell on that because he doesn't want me to, but they have 2 people in custody for that. They didn't get away with very much just because the safe is on a time lock. So they only got away with about £300. And they had that anyway because the staff were always told, let them take what they want. They just beat people up for a little bit of fun, you know, because they could. Anyway, it was about a month ago. And then a few days ago, that same store was robbed again, even though they've got 2 people in custody. There were 2 women serving. They were pushed to the back of the store, to the office. One woman was hit. She hit the person back. She hit the thug back. She's very lucky, really, to still be alive, because these people are violent. You know, they've been going around certain shops in Birmingham recently with guns, with knives. What's happening? Where's the deterrent of these people? Ordinary people going out to do a job of work, ordinary working class, middle class people going out to work, and thugs going in to take whatever they can. This last occasion, I think they got £3,000, £2,500–3,000, plus a lot of alcohol and tobacco. For what? Do you realise the trauma that you put those people through for the rest of their lives, you filthy scumbags? And really, this is what society has become. You've got the have-nots, and many of them never will have, because they don't want to work. They take as many benefits as they can. If they don't get benefits, or if they feel that their benefits aren't enough, they'll either scam people or they'll burgle. They're all of the same mindset as far as I'm concerned, and I'm sick of it. I'm sick of seeing it. I'm sick of it being on my doorstep here and now. I'm sick of the scammers on YouTube, the beggars who are asking for money constantly. Yes, there's a big world out there, a whole plethora, a banquet, things that other people have got, houses, material goods. But more importantly, people have got pride. They have a purpose in life. All that could be yours if you decided to get up off your fat arses and contribute, not simply take. You're 1 step away, maybe 2 steps, from being like these people who burgle, because actually you are guilty of theft. And now, as I say, it's on my doorstep. Anger. It's a very complicated emotion, like when somebody has actually accosted or interfered with you or yours, which has happened. When you see things that aren't right in the world that could be put right quite easily, but people choose not to do anything to put them right. It's all take, me, me, me. Life doesn't owe you a free pass. It doesn't owe anybody a free pass. I see people, if I go out for lunch with my friend or my sister or my brother, and I see people sitting around, don't work, maybe in their 30s, not retirement age, which I am. You know, they don't work, in their 30s, able-bodied, there they are, sitting in the pub getting drunk all day. I mean, a while back, last time I went in with my brother, there was a little 9 months old, because I asked how old she was, baby girl, with her parents who were getting increasingly drunk. They actually gave that child a sip of the beer out of the glass. And of course I said something, and I was told I was an interfering old bag. But there you go. They gave that child some beer out of the father's glass. The child had pierced ears, and I don't mean little dots. I mean earrings similar to these, that little fingers could get in and tear it off. What is the matter with people? I just can't fathom it. You've got, as I say, I go on about the trailer park woman, a 4-year-old who's still in diapers, pull-up diapers. He's learning now, he's going to Head Start. Thank God for that. But what about the one who's nearly 2? Who's training him? Maybe now you've got off YouTube, you will do something. You've got them all hitting the food banks. Do you know what? I've got stuff to take to the food bank. And I've looked at it and I'm thinking, do I want to take it? Shall I just give it to somebody who I know is struggling a little bit? Because I'd rather it go there than into a food bank where people are just going and taking the piss and taking advantage and going more often than they should go. Everybody has problems. Everyone. Alfie and I, all our lives, worked. I went back to work when the children were at school. Worked full time. Brought work home with me so I could be home when the children were there. I worked bloody hard and I was taxed on it. As was Alfie, as he's taxed on his pension, as I am. All to pay for these no good, stinking, rat-arsed layabouts. I hope that karma is a real concept. I hope that violence visits you in some way, shape or form for what you've done and the people you've beaten up in your ploy to get money, probably for drugs. Cigarettes, alcohol, not necessities, but you're willing to beat people up. You're willing to walk around with knives and guns. You're willing to put people's lives at risk. You're willing to visit post-traumatic stress on them for the rest of their fucking lives. Because you're lazy, good for nothing, non-contributing underclass. And those who scam on YouTube, you know who you are. The woman with the casket for her sister. How many tens of thousands of dollars did she get there? Quite a lot of people sent over $100 to her. No casket was necessary. Paid their bills. I know she moved to an apartment. Did he pay the deposit for that? As I say, you're not as bad as the burglars. you're not as bad as the ones who beat other people up. You're not as bad, but maybe, you know, you're in that spiral, and maybe, you know, one day you will be desperate enough that you will do something that you're totally ashamed of. I saw somebody as well being bullied. It's a neighbour's child. She's in her teens. She's got Down syndrome. She's been bullied for having Down syndrome. She's been bullied for the way she dresses. She's clean, tidy. Her mother dresses her to the best of her ability. They're not rich. I don't know what happened to the father. I think he passed. But they do the best they can. I've seen her being bullied simply because people like to pick on the weakest. It's the pack instinct. The pack. And they say, birds of a feather stick together. Honour among thieves. All of these cliches apply to you no good rotters. Bullies, burglars, thieves, scammers. Yes, I put you all in the same box. All of you. As I say, we've all got problems. Most of us don't go out and do the things you do. We don't defraud the government. We don't scam off people on YouTube. We don't burgle shops. We don't walk around with knives and with guns. You know, there's a man who said to Buddha about all his problems, and Buddha said to him, all of us have 83 problems. And the man said, but what about the 84th problem? And the Buddha said, your 84th problem is the fact that you don't want to have any problems. In other words, you won't seek to address them in any coherent, constructive way, a decent manner. And I'm so fucking angry this morning. So angry. I'll be back on later, and bless you all. And to the scammers, the liars, the thieves, the violent people, you need to rethink your lives. Not that what I say is going to have any effect, I suppose. Just wanted to get it off my chest this morning. And now I have.